Hi, babies. So, this is my second Miami look, which literally got me dress coded. So, first of all, how can you even like get dress coded in Miami? Like, I thought it was the city of like, trampiness or like sexiness or however you want to call it. Like, anyways, I didn't think like that would. Plus, I feel like my look was like, although a little, skimpy, I thought it was very tasteful. Anyways, nonetheless, let me tell you about that night. Let me give you like a little story time. So we get ready. And also, I so regretted wearing those sunglasses. And also, I literally do not have a single good picture of myself from that night. And it's absolutely like heartbreaking. Actually, from all of the nights that I was in Miami, I don't have a single good picture. And I'm so mad at myself because like before leaving, I wanted to get a digital camera because I was like, I feel like even though the quality's like a little funny, I feel like the flash is always like giving, and it's like regardless of whatever's happening in life, I just know like it's gonna at least like be a little reliable. I don't know. I figured, but like that didn't work out. But yeah. So let me tell you about how I got like dress coded. So we go to this nice restaurant called Mila, and right before we go, and we were like with a group of people. The girls get in, no problem, and then they stop me, Fairy, and like the two dancers, and they're like, wait, no, you can't get in. And the other people are like literally getting in the elevator, and they're like, no, they're with us. And he's like, no, I need to call a manager. Like, I don't know if like we can allow you guys in. So I was like, okay. And they had like a little poster thing, like with the dress code written on it. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I'm reading it and everything. And I'm like, okay, maybe my dress is a little short. I'm like, I'm not sure what's happening. As we're waiting, there's a group of four girls, gorgeous girls, gorgeous girls. But like, I'm sorry if I was getting dress coded or any of the people I was with were getting dress coded. These girls were like shouldn't even be allowed like on the sidewalk. Like when I tell you, they were ass out, tits out, everything, and the look was everything. But it's like, how can she get in looking, showing way more skin than I am? And I can't. Like, I just thought, oh, okay, well, that's a little funny. Oh, by the way, this is me, like, eating spaghetti in a restaurant because I was like, I feel like the video's too short. So I just filmed myself eating spaghetti. I also cried. I don't know. I wasn't talking. That night was so weird. So I was like, okay, weird. So then two managers, like, come down and they start talking and they're, like, debating or whatever. And all I heard was them telling the security guard, yeah, you know what, like whatever, because like it's super quiet tonight. So I was like, oh, so like we can just like get in because it's like dead, but and like I'm 95% sure that that's what they said. So I was like, okay, now I'm like a little annoyed. So we go and I stop them. I'm like, oh, just I'm actually curious, what was the reason behind the dress code? Because I just saw four lovely women dressed like tramps. So it's just like, who's getting dress coded? Because we kept debating. And then they're like, well, and then they chit chat a little. But mind you, the whole time they were debating, they were looking at me, but they blamed it on Felix. They said, well, he's wearing a kilt, he's a man, and our doorman, he's Cuban, so it's a culture shock. Like he's not, he didn't know that like men's are allowed to wear dresses, skirts, or like a kilt. And then I was like, at first I was like, okay, fair enough. But then I was like, my gut feeling, like I have a very strong gut feeling, and I'm till this day I'm just not buying it because it's like, why would they debate if it was literally just like he's wearing a kilt, let him in? They wouldn't have had a debate, like it's if the both of them because they had like a little like chit chat for like a good like 1 minute, like going back and forth and thinking and said, oh, whatever, it's quiet. So for them to just be after that, oh, lol, you know, he's wearing a kilt. They could have told the security guard, babe, like he's wearing a kilt. It's fine. So like I feel like it was directed towards me, And again, I can only speculate, but like, my dress was short. Clearly, I looked a little messy, whatever. I don't know, like, but I don't know. I feel like I lost a lot of respect for them for just like, because whatever they were saying, it was a lie. Like, I'm not buying it. Like, maybe it was something else. Maybe it was one of the girls wearing shorts. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was just like super. And on their dress code, they don't say anything about like men wearing skirts. So it's like, okay, well, that's a little disappointing. So then, like, ugh, I wish the girl would have let me speak because I feel like she really wanted to like look eloquent and like show that she's like good to talk with the managers. But I feel like I should have spoken up because this was like, it felt very like discriminatory. And I hate that. And afterwards, I said, well, it's up to you guys. If you don't feel comfortable, like, we sincerely apologize. And it's like, I don't know. How about like offer me like a bottle of booze and like a free meal because you guys are absolutely out of your minds, and I'll consider. And at first we like considered like going in, and then I was like, you know what, you guys, like, why would we go into a restaurant and spend, and it's like, you're gonna spend like money. It's not like Burger King where you're gonna like spend like $20. It's like you're gonna spend at least $100 there. And a restaurant, like, I don't want to support this. I don't want to feel like if that's the vibe at the door, imagine inside. It's just like, if we're not welcome, we're not welcome, and that's it. But so then we switched restaurant, and I literally ate spaghetti in Miami, which rhymes. I don't know. Oh my god, am I crying yet? No, they had the weirdest topic. Like, they started talking about like death and stuff, and I just, at one point, I just remember crying. I was like, this is so bizarre. Can't believe. But anyways, like, I don't know, because the thing is, like, if you guys, maybe I'll try putting a video, because you guys don't understand. And his kilt was like all the way, like, it covered his knees. It literally like almost was like floor length. So it was just like, I don't know. Like, if you looked at the both of us, it's like, I don't see how he's getting dress coded, and I'm not. And what my heart's telling me is it was like more socially acceptable for them to be like, oh yeah, the quilt, the gay man in a quilt, instead of like, oh yeah, the cross dresser, like we can see his crotch. Oh, and also it didn't help that one of the girls literally yelled, oh my god, we can literally see your dick. I was like, ugh, can't believe you did that. No, that wasn't like a great. Honestly, the best night was the first night. Second night was okay. But like, oh, because I took an edible. I took an edible. So that might be why I was a little slow. And then the third night, I didn't film any looks for the third night, but what happened is I had never had a Four Loko. And they're banned in Canada. So I was like, oh, like, let me try it out. And I was shocked. I was like, no way, there's 12% alcohol in that. Like, and it's $5. Like, perfect, budget friendly, loves it. So me and my friend both took one before going to the event. And mid-event, I started like having heart palpitation, and I just didn't feel good. Like, got stressed out. And then people told me, they're like, oh, there's like 6 like energy shots and like a Four Loko or something. And I was like, no way. Like, I have a condition where I can't take, I've never had like a Red Bull. I've never had anything. So I was just like, I started freaking out. But then it kind of went away like an hour later. But that night, like, everyone decided to go out after 2. And I was like, baby, like, let me go back to the hotel. Let me pack my bags and let me like leave. Like, honestly, Miami was so much fun. It's just like, I feel like I drank too much, like getting like wasted like every night, I guess, like does something to your body. It can be good, especially like with the weather change. And I remember like the last night I got sick, and I was like, oh my god, like I cannot stop coughing. And anyway, so at the airport, I was like looking for a mask. My nose was dripping. I was just like, I was freaking out. And then like, oh, see, this is me crying now. It was so sad. Oh my god, I can't believe they started talking about that. It was the most disturbing conversation ever. I couldn't stop crying. The way I cried the whole entire trip, I was so emotional. Because honestly, I really was thinking about that. Like, I really went through hell. And I don't like talking about it because like, I was asked to censor myself. And I'm just like terrified of like Oh my god, the way like I'm so emotional. I don't know what it is. Lately, I've been like so emotional, but like, it's just like it felt nice to finally like feel happiness. Right there, I'm not crying because I'm happy. It's just like the conversation was really like weird, but yeah, like it was fun, and I love that I enjoyed the beach. I would I do it again 100%. I would just drink a little less more, and maybe relax, take it a little like relax a little bit and get like good pictures because that's really like that was like the main thing. I had no content, but yeah. Other than that, what else happened? Yeah, so I was at the airport, couldn't stop like coughing, and I was like terrified that they were like gonna cancel my flight back home because it was like, what if they think I have COVID or something? But I just knew that I smoked too many menthol cigarettes because my thing is like I love menthol cigarettes. I just absolutely love them, and it's like they banned the menthol cigarettes in Canada. So I was like, ugh, can't. Anyway, so now I can't smoke anymore. And I think like this is the end of my smoking era. Although like we love a good old. I love the aesthetic of it, but it's just like long term. I think it's terrible for your lungs. I think it's terrible for your health. Terrible for your skin. It's just like overall terrible. And also, it's like who want to smell like a cigarette? Same thing goes with vape. Like only thing I should inhale is like a deep breath when I'm like stressed out or something. I don't know, but yeah. What else could we talk about? So, oh my God. So when I got back home, so on the plane, I passed out, but I like passed out. I was so tired. I took I go to take a Uber, and these two random men approached me, and they're like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I was like, "Well, I live in an old port." I was like, "They're probably like taxi that like are gonna ask you to pay them in cash and just like call it a day." So I was like, he said $50, I'll bring you. I'm like, no, like, genre, the Ubers are literally like $28. Like, why would I do that? And then he's telling me, okay, $40. So I was like, no, thank you. I go on the Uber app. The Uber was like $41. So I was like, you know what, let me go see him. So I went to see him. I was like, okay, $40. And he said, yeah, perfect. Drove me back home. And the whole entire time I was stressed out because, and he started asking me a bunch of questions about my life. I was like, yeah, so I just got back from LA. I came to see my mom for Thanksgiving. I don't know when I'm probably gonna like stay for a week or two. I'm a model. I just lied. I don't know what it was. I don't know. He gave me like a bad feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was like, I don't want you to know anything about my life. And I put another address because I was like, there's no way you're going to see me enter my building. Like, I don't know. He just like was a little weird, but maybe it was just polite. We'll never know. Anyways, long story short, I I give him the money and he said, "Oh, do you not have USD?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, so you wanted $40 US?" Like, no. And I said, "No, I only have Canadian." And he said, "Oh, that's fine." And I was like, "Thank you." And the way he got in, he went in a one-way street, like on the wrong way. I was like, "Oh my God, that's like a little intense, but thank you. Like, at least you dropped me right in front of like this door. It's not even my apartment, but love that." But he was like, you know what? Like, maybe like I was terrified. I don't know. I was tired, and like he was very sweet. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my God! What? I have a. Are those like bruises? What is this? Razor bumps? I need to spray tan. It's an emergency. I need to go spray tan. So I'm gonna do that also. But yeah, so anyways, I get home. I remember I took like scrubbed myself clean. Like scrubbed. Like there was no tomorrow. Cause I don't know what it is. It's like I feel like whenever you go on vacation, your hygiene like is not, as good. You don't have all your products, whatever. So I should like anyways. So this is me trying to show like the dress, what it looked like. But this is almost the end, so I'll just like finish my story quick. So what happened is like I ate a pizza after my long shower because I was like, oh my God, like I'm literally gonna die, like I need to eat something. Went to sleep, woke up 20 hours later. So that's the end. Love you guys. Bye.